No more reinvesting. You're going to only invest in yourself. No longer having to decide or feel like indecision is stopping you from your decisions or from your dreams or from your goals. Let's see what the message has from you. I'm burning the Wolf Spirit Guide Intention Candle, which symbolizes freedom and connection and activates those intentions within you as you work with the guide. Check it out here on TikTok Shop or in the link in my bio. Now, if this is already resonating, take a deep breath in, tap the deck 3 times. Thanks for the like. Let's see what you have. So I'm not going to look at these 2 cards yet. You first got the King of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse as well. This is exact confirmation to the initial channel that I was picking up on. You feel that you don't have any more energy to go towards your dreams and desires because you've been constantly reinvesting, taking back out and putting back in. But this is like stock building or, okay, wait, or like credit building. Like, you know, you've been doing this work so that you could build credit within your spiritual power. And now as you're doing so, you're actually like taking the logic that you've learned over this course of period of time, which I'm feeling like could be with the 4 underneath, that could be like 4 months or 4 years. It feels more like months because of the current energy of the 4 of Cups, and it feels like you're feeling that dejection, that like cast off of energy around that time, like especially or around this time, the end of that cycle. And this is something though that with this 9 of Swords in reverse, you feel a little resistant because of the fears and anxieties that are coming back up yet again, especially over your designs or over your creations, your passion. So you feel like you were led down this path and you've reinvested so many times only for there to be left with little to acknowledge in terms of starting a logical foundation or a logical belief system. I am also getting like now when we reveal these, this is kind of the energy of like what you over this time have actually been sowing the seeds of, or what investment you are now about to receive the money back from, or the goods back from. And it's not necessarily have to be money, but I do feel like they're speaking. You know, it's interesting because I'm kind of yelling at my guides like, am I getting a message for myself? But I did ask for a message for all of us that would resonate and be very powerful, because this is resonating for me as well. And so I'm sort of stepping in. But when we're talking about with the wolf, that's what's interesting about the wolf spirit, is wolf works with all aspects of ourself. So this is our higher self, our lower self, our light, our shadow, our rational adult, our inner child, our inner teenager, our ego, all of these parts of ourselves that often when we look at are only operating from one piece of it, we are unbalanced or less balanced than we can be, because sometimes those pieces do come forward in a way to really help us or help us see things a little clearer. Trust that you know the way through the woods, that you have the whole time. You've just needed to spend time amongst the trees so that you could hear the wisdom and the lessons that they had for you. Let's see what these cards are. 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Look at that, the King and Queen of Swords, a beautiful divine counterpart here to your energy. And again, all of tarot is within first and foremost before it comes to the external. We all have masculine and feminine, so this is showing a really good sign that the seeds have plugged in beautifully. The King and the Queen of Swords work really harmoniously together, and they actually are a really beautiful pair because swords can be a bit harsh. But with the balance of both counterparts together, they really create a more equal give and take, and an understanding of how to listen to the intuition, which can sometimes go against the logic, though in a way is the most logical feeling within your system. Your system is going to know it to be true because your intuition is like a barometer that can exactly tell. It's like your compass, so it can exactly tell which direction is your North Star and how to get you closer to that joy and that purpose. So listen to that without listening to the logical aspects of yourself that have maybe helped you feel less than before. And a help is a key term here, because whatever vocabulary and definitions you're running in your brain, and even I want to say affirmations is what I'm hearing as well. And affirmations are naturally sort of like a good thing, but often think about the opposite of that. If you're thinking, I always get a red light today on Tuesdays on the way to work, you know, like, or I always hit this, or this always happens, then remember to catch those moments and to use them as an opportunity to say, well, you know, I'm feeling frustrated, and maybe this has happened many a times, but it is not something that always happens to me. It just is my reality at this moment, and I'm living through that so that I can get those lessons and bring my balance to my creations, or bring balance to my creations again. I also want to say this is Fox Spirit Guide right here, so maybe Fox Spirit could be a really powerful energy for you. They have been a big transformation part of my journey. They helped me start my spiritual journey and completely change from the career I was doing before, and leap into a career that I wasn't expecting to jump into. This could be a big energy of you pushing against all logic when you first made this decision, but now you're finally seeing where the logic comes into place. Again, the rewards are going to come back to you. 10 of Pentacles in reverse even is a very positive card. And again, with reversals, don't look at them as negative and upright being positive. It's more of just a pay attention to me energy, and even a often a signifier that you're at the very end of closing out that chapter. Because just before things get better, or before you like master that lesson, we kind of go backwards again for a moment to recognize that healing isn't linear and things happen in layers. We make our way through that, and then we reintegrate that lesson, and then suddenly we notice that we've got these little bubbles of ourselves, or these little threads, like an Inside Out 2, the core beliefs, or whatever that new method was. It's like your soul has these different aspects of yourself, and making sure that all parts of them are helping you. Even anxiety wants to help Riley, and wants to help us. It just doesn't know the best tools to get us there sometimes. And oftentimes I'll say it tries to get us there through an egoic method, because our ego also is trying to keep us safe. And so they work together to help keep you into a limited framework. And you're breaking out of that framework. You're really learning to analyze in a healthy way, and not in a method that keeps you stagnant or keeps you in a lesson, because that's not actually the truest way to grow. You can always come back to something and learn it deeper, but better to grasp what you can in the moment of this present moment of life and take those things forward. All right, I'm going to leave that message here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Follow for more readings. If you want a private reading, you can check out my website, Spirit Guide Apothecary, or if you want to work with the wolf, fox, or one of my other Spirit Guide intention candles, all natural, made with Reiki infused soy and coconut wax and essential oil fragrances only, then you know where to do so. Please leave a comment and like. I appreciate you being here. Love you, Torchies.